At it again out here on the trail on the hottest day of the year for us so far here in the Ozarks, and temperature says 91, but temperature actually says it feels like it's over 100, and believe me guys, definitely feels like it. But right here in the shade right now, these trees sure does feel a lot better than that. But the reason I'm making today's video is to emphasize something very good and very important about being a survivalist or a prepper. And this is something that I wish more people would realize, that even if you can just get in okay, decent physical shape, you're still at an advantage over people who are not. And it's not too late, guys. Get out there and prepare now, because with everything going on in the world and everything, I'm here to tell you guys that you might be hiking 20 or 30 miles a day easily if an EMP strikes. And believe me, it's not going to be over flat ground. It's going to be over terrain that's rough. It's going to be over hilly terrain. You might have to move states entirely, jump jurisdictions, just be doing anything that you can in order to survive as a prepper survivalist in the days ahead. Because that's the thing, a lot of people don't think about bugging out. They don't think about the physical fitness aspect of it. They don't think about how hard it would actually be on your body to be out here in the woods. That is something that I really want you guys to start thinking about as well. If you're overweight now, because a lot of people are, and some people, it's not their fault. I mean, and sometimes it's your jobs and the environment that you're in that causes that. But you can always do things. I know me in particular, I am quite a bit heavier than what I want to be, but I do a lot of moving around during the day. I stay active, and staying active is such a key role in that, because you take somebody, and it's not just a size thing. You take somebody that's really small, but all they do is ever sit on their butt all day long in their office, and if you think about it, if that's all they do, they never get any condition of any kind, then people like me, that people perceive as being out of shape and everything, just because we are bigger people, then it's a deal of where you're actually in better shape than they are, because they just don't get out and do anything. And you gotta stay active. It's almost going back to the type of thing of like where, you know, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. It's the same thing, guys. I just saw on a deal here the other day where somebody said in a group that they actually said, well, yeah, being in physically good shape is one thing, but if you don't have common sense, it takes a variety of things, guys, for somebody to become a survivalist, a prepper. And I prefer the term survivalist, like I've said time and time again, because a prepper is only somebody that relies on what they have. Survivalist relies on their supplies and the skill sets, because every good survivalist knows that you will eventually run out of supplies, and you will eventually have to fall back on your skills. And guess what? If you don't have any, then it's not going to be very pretty for you in the days ahead. And that's not a negative mindset. That is the stone cold truth, guys. That is 100% hard facts that you have to get in your mind and get your mind around, that this fairy tale land, this la la land that a lot of people think that we're living in, is going to continue. It's not. Every great empire falls, and we have had it way too good for way too long in this country, and everything good comes to an end at some point. You got to start putting yourself through this stuff now, guys, because in the days ahead, you're going to wish that you had if you don't do it now, because it's going to be too late to try to adapt. It's going to be too late to try to get used to going over harsh environments. And your mindset is such a big part of that, though. Tying into all this, your mindset really is something that a lot of people don't have. They don't have the proper mindset. A lot of people have this mindset that they're just going to go out and take everything from everybody else whenever SHTF sets in. And that's not going to be the case at all. I mean, and if you're that type of person, then you will be a person that will not last very long in the days ahead, because if you're not prepping for yourself and you think you're just going to go bully and take stuff from other people, then I don't know what you're thinking at that point. But I'm here to tell you guys, just doing basic things like this, like getting out and going for hikes, just like I'm doing right now. And hiking is a great way to get exercise. It's also a great way to adapt your body to various things. As you can see, I actually have my bug out bag on my back right now, because you got to get used to having that weight. You get home bag, your bug out bag, and a lot of things. Believe me, just having a bag on your back, let's say for instance it weighs 15 pounds, and that's an extremely light bug out bag. It weighs 15 pounds. That 15 pounds, after you've been carrying it all day for tens of miles, it's going to get rough. Chances are, even if you have a 60-pound bag, which is going to be just insane at that point, that you're not going to be able to carry that all the way, guys. You're going to have to think about it, ounces equal pounds. So when you're planning your bug out bags, when you're planning on having whatever it is that you think you need to survive out there, only take the stuff that you really think you need, because when that stuff starts adding up and you got to carry it all over the place, that's when you're going to find out that you're going to have to ditch a bunch of it, and then you've wasted a lot of energy and a lot of time having to carry it. Now, if you have extra people in your group who can help you carry this stuff, and that's what I recommend though too, guys, if you have to be on the move through like the woods and stuff out here during an SHTF situation, I'm here to tell you guys, it helps to have people in your group. Maybe people that don't have as much stuff, or people that don't have things but they have skill sets, so you've also been prepping for them, but they can also carry a bag because they can. That's stuff to think about as we get into these days, guys. Make no mistake, people think things are bad now. I'm here to tell you, your problems now are going to seem like nothing, and honestly your problems now are nothing compared to what other countries have to go through, because you don't have to walk down your street every day worrying about, as soon as you walk out of your house, if you're going, and if you live in a big city, you might kind of have to deal with some of this too, but you don't have to deal with this horrible group of people that are there to harass you and go after your wife and your kids and you, and just struggle to survive every day. Oh, thank God I didn't get blown up today. Oh, thank God I didn't, die in a horrible, anything could happen, guys. Anything can happen. But I'm here to tell you guys as well that we have it really good in the United States still right now, and that's why it's so important to get out here. It's so important to get prepared. It is so important to get ready for the days ahead, because while you still have it good and you still have it cushy, you may as well take advantage of it, because with the months and years ahead that they have, could be even weeks, it could go down just as fast as that, and then you're going to be wondering how come you didn't prepare. And a lot of people out there think we're paranoid, guys. A lot of people think that we are just trying to spew all this stuff, and a lot of people think, as survivalists, as preppers, that you want something bad to happen so that way you can show that you were right. No, we don't. A true prepper, a true survivalist does not want anything to happen, because then there's a lot of people that have been trying to tell to get ready that did not listen. We'd rather be known as the paranoid people, but at the end of the day, I'm here to tell you guys as well that there are going to be people out there that you're going to have to cut ties with because they did not listen, they did not get ready. They could be your own family members. And as harsh as that sounds, it's going to be very crucial, because you're not going to have enough supplies to go around. I see these things all the time of people saying how they want to help all these people and they'll want to take in all these people and stuff. Though, guys, you got to get out of that mindset. You got to get out of the mindset that you want to go and you want to help everybody and their brother whenever SHTF sets in. You've got to be ready for yourself. You've got to be ready and take care of you and your own. And you cannot be worried about anybody else, especially strangers. Strangers are going to come, be begging for food. But something else to think about, what I took over in a later video, is how to spot possible ambushes. We've kind of talked about that in the past, but those are going to become a major problem whenever society does fall apart. And who knows, guys? It could be 10 years from now, it could be 20 years from now. It may not even be in our lifetimes, but the important thing is that we get ready now, and we get ready for our future generations, not just for ourselves, but we may not even be around by then, because tomorrow's not promised to us. But at the end of the day, you need to have the people around you, your loved ones, the people that you care about, you need to have them as ready as you possibly can get them, to the point of where basically you could not do any more for them and the rest will be up to them. But at the same time, you've got to also be teaching them the skills, and that's the problem. A lot of times parents will have skills. A good example of this is dads will have good mechanical skills, but they won't pass them on to their kids because they're always trying to fix their son's car. They're always trying to do this, but they won't ever show them how to do it. And that's not the way to do that. If you have a skill set, whether you be a medical person, doctor, or a skill set because you served in the military or something, so you know a lot of combat skills and stuff, though, pass those on to your people around you. Pass them on to your kids, guys, because even if they're not going to that field, those will just help. And be prepared, guys, because this is a good example right here of what life could be like on homesteads in the future. Old chicken coop right there, and there's an old cabin actually right over here. Be prepared to live without AC, without power, and without everything else, guys. And that helicopter flying overhead right there, that could be a familiar sound if something doesn't change here very soon. Get prepared, guys, and as I always say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And at the end of the day, guys, God bless each and every one of you. And seriously though, guys, you've got to develop these skill sets now before it is too late. The grid stays up, still up tomorrow. We'll see you in the